What? It says Paris H. I'm wearing a sports jersey, getting my mask for
It's not a sports jersey at all.
Well, what is it? Describe my shirt for the listeners.
You really want me to describe it?
Yeah.
It reminds me like Zellers circa like 1995.
It's definitely from Winners.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's pink and white and it says Paris H. And that's why I bought it.
No, it says parish.
What's that?
Like a parish. Haven't you ever heard of a parish?
Like a church?
No, a parish. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah. But I know in like New Orleans, they call them parishes, don't they?
Like in football?
Anyway, it's like an area, I think. It's like a county or a...
Oh, I legit bought this because I thought it said Paris H. I was like, and I wore it to Pride one year, this Zellers shirt. I was like, oh my God, everyone's going to love it. Nobody once commented on my Paris H shirt.
Because it's so not Paris Hilton at all.
Oh, well, here we are. Forgive us if this is another rough episode.
God, I know. Oh my gosh. So speaking of rough, I have to tell you, I decided to try that pink Whitney.
You got your hands on it.
It was all over stores now. I think it's pretty accessible and easy to get now.
I did see it at the LCBO once and I didn't buy it, but I wish I did because John bought it and he was posting, of course he was posting, but he was posting that it was amazing. He was like, this is delicious. And I was like, if producer John's into this pink Whitney, we would probably love it. So.
Okay.
No?
Okay.
I don't even know what it is.
So it is infused, it's vodka infused with pink lemonade. So it's not like a pink lemonade mixed with a vodka. It's 30%.
Oh, so it's a vodka lemonade.
It's vodka. It's 100% blackout type of booze. Like this is something you would drink when you were younger and just black out on.
But
I blacked out. I woke up with one of the most horrible hangovers that I had. It made me dizzy. I napped all day. Same with my friend. Like it was something. She is vicious.
I just heard all of our listeners take a sigh of relief when you said with my friend. So at least we know you weren't here by yourself.
Yes. I went to her cottage.
Okay.
And I brought 4 bottles of wine, a 2.6 of vodka, and a bottle of this pink Whitney.
Okay.
I've never once come back from their cottage with booze on hand. I usually finish it all off when I'm out there. I came home with everything almost. The 4 bottles of wine, half of that 2.6. No pink Whitney.
So you drank Friday night.
She finished me. She fucking beat the shit out of me.
She's a biatch.
She bitch slapped me and then spat in my face.
Do you think it's because it doesn't taste? Does it taste like lemonade more than vodka?
I don't know.
You don't remember?
I don't know if it's the sugar.
Wow.
That does it, but and I can, for being my size, I can consume quite a bit of alcohol.
Yeah.
But this one, like, black out.
Did you do anything embarrassing?
I don't think so.
I think at
one point I was like, let's go skinny dipping.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't though.
Yeah, right.
But that's what I was telling everyone.
She sips her wine. Hey, at least she can bounce back. What do we call that? Rally.
Yeah, well, now I'm getting like dizzy spells and stuff, so maybe there's something wrong with me.
Oh, God.
Just an example of what you shouldn't do. But yes, that was my long weekend. Thank you very much.
Well, it is, I was going to say it's May 2-4. No, we're past that. We're in
Way
freaking August.
Past that.
I'm sorry, but it feels like last week was March 15th when we got locked the hell down, so.
I can't believe it's August already.
Yeah, crazy.
Okay.
I still want to try Pink Whitney. I'm going to bring it next recording. Would you try it again?
No, but you're on your own.
Why?
I will watch you and film you and watch you get blackout white girl wasted. That's exactly what will happen.
Aren't you supposed to mix it with something?
So they say you can just put it on ice. I mixed it with soda because, again, I'm not really good with super sweet things.
Yeah, that's what
So I mixed it with soda. But then, see, I think the super sweetness is actually your best friend in this situation because it will make you drink it slower.
Oh.
Right? You're going to sip on it a little bit slower if it's sweet, just on some ice. When you add the soda and dilute the sweetness down, then it's just way too easy to drink.
Oh, because then it's a light lemonade.
And then I was blackout. And I can't stress, I have not blacked out like that since college, I'm sure.
And it's like a liquid. It's not thick, like a syrup. It's
not that I remember.
Why am I asking questions?
I remember very, very little about that night at the cottage.
The next time I'm at the LCB, I'm going to check for your little sugar trick. I wonder if they do that with vodka.
I don't know.
The per liter, how much sugar's in it?
I don't know.
Watch it be like 56.
I quickly realized why I stick to vodka or wine. And I don't mix like with sweet stuff. I'm not adventurous.
Oh, that's what you mix. I thought she was saying like, I don't fuck with gin. I don't fuck with rye. I don't mess with whiskey.
Well, I mean, I don't fuck with gin. You know that.
Oh, yeah.
Pink Whitney might be my new gin.
I've never seen you on gin. Jenna says she gets so evil and nasty on gin that she's never even drinking it in front of me because it may ruin our relationship.
Right. Well, I bug people until they snap. And then I laugh like that because I think it's absolutely hilarious.
Oh, but you're cute drunk. You're like, nee. You're not mean.
No, I'm like, nee.
I thought you'd get mean and nasty.
My mom told me she wanted to punch me in the face when I drank gin with my cousins one night.
Well, no shit. House. She wants to punch you when you're dead sober. Everyone's seen your Insta stories.
You know, if she didn't have a C-section, I can't do it anymore. Ew, I sound like such a gross alcoholic.
Okay, it's a long August weekend. Everybody is drinking.
Right.
We're already back to work on the holiday.
Already back to drinking too.
All right. Perspective, okay? How about dating? Have you done that lately?
No, and there's probably a reason why.
Well, if you do, there's a new term that you should know about called Wokefishing. Do you know what that is?
Oh, wait. I think I've heard of this. Is this where you pretend to be super woke and like this big advocate for different things, but you're doing it just to impress people?
See, her brain still works, ladies and gentlemen. Yay! Okay. Bingo, right on the money. Yeah, that's, I think, the first one of those terms that actually sound like what it means.
You know, if someone was just relying on their advocacy to like on their dating profile, I probably wouldn't give them the time of day because I'd be like, is there anything else to you?
True. That's true. And also, why, if you don't really believe in these woke issues, then why are you going to advertise that you do? Because the type of people you're going to attract are not the people you'll actually click with. You know what I mean?
I think because they're using it to just get laid.
Oh.
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going too deep. We don't need to have a conversation. Yeah.
I think they're just using it to get laid. You know what, though, when it comes, like, I love people that are passionate about things, like have causes and stuff like that. However, I do think there gets to a point where it becomes where you teeter between that and being too preachy.
Okay, I'm calling out my big sister right now because I know she doesn't even listen. But my big sister is one of these, and God bless her, her heart's always in the right place. But recently she started ranting about how it's privilege if you can go to the gym and if you can worry about your diet and take care of yourself in those ways, because a lot of people in underdeveloped countries don't have those privileges to take care of their bodies in the way we do, which is absolutely true. But does it mean that we in Canada should feel bad because we can exercise and people in third world Africa can't go to the gym? Like, I was just like, that's going too far, Jazz. Like, you can't, now I'm going to feel bad for exercising or for making a salad because some people can only afford hot dogs. Like, what?
Maybe she just wants you to be aware of your privilege, you know? Like,
maybe. Yeah, I totally jumped to the preachiness.
But you're right. No, you are 100% right, is that people do, like, it gets to that teetering point.
It does. Especially when it's online and it's black and white text and you can't read the emotion, it often seems very angry.
Well, and when it has, like, when it comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
That's the thing. There's a time and place to discuss privilege and those things. But if you're simply saying, hey, I'm going to the gym, well, you have no idea what kind of privilege you have. It's like, whoa, okay. Now it feels like you're attacking me. And if you feel like you're attacking anyone, you're never, ever going to get your point across.
That's it.
Even if your point is something is, you know,
even
like
if you're
the
right.
sky is blue.
Right.
If someone yells at you, like, you're gonna be like, no, it's not. Like, geez, like, maybe my blue's different than your blue. You know that.
Oh, that gets
that typical stoner conversation.
Everybody's had it. That, and also debating the flavors of Skittles or Starbursts.
They're just sugar flavor to me. Well, it's like Fruit Loops, sugar flavor.
No. See, here we go. We thought about this before on air, and we did a Facebook Live about it. We should dig that up. They have different flavors. We're going to try it again.
One flavor they have is lime. I know that.
And lemon and orange. They're different. Look who you're talking to. I know my goddamn candy. That's all I ate for breakfast growing up with Skittles.
And man, did you ever taste the rainbow?
Yeah. Maybe one too many. One too many bowls. So, yeah. Oh, did you see those, speaking of woke stuff, those faker Trump MAGA hats? You know, the red hats that say make America great, but they say, made you look, Black Lives Matter. But they're red with white writing.
Touché.
I want one of those.
Those remind me of like those old shirts back in the day, the No Fear shirts. Remember, they'd always have funny little sayings and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, some of them would be blurry on the back, and it would be like, oh, if you're getting close, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and you couldn't see what it says unless you're certain.
Right.
Like the original Magic Eye.
Yeah.
Do you remember Esprit shirts? Oh,
yeah, I kind of do.
Now we're really dating ourselves.
This reminds me of an Esprit shirt that you're wearing.
Does it?
Fuck. Circa 1992.
This is such a cheap ass shirt. Look, it's even peeling off.
I didn't want to be rude when you walked in, but like.
Well, I could change.
Yikes.
But it's just because now with our fabulous new kitchen studio, our backdrop is black. So I'm always trying to not wear black. So I pop.
Right, like me. I just look like a floating head right now.
You look like that villain from Inspector Gadget that was just a face and two gloved hands.
It's like wearing green onto a green screen.
Yeah, like Matt O'Brien, our former guest. Great episode. Go listen to it. Okay, we're continuing with our dating theme. A relationship expert says you should never date a man in his 30s. Bum, bum, bum. Doesn't matter what age you are.
Why?
Stay away from the 30-year-olds. I know. Just what our dating life needs. Cut off like 1/3 of the population.
Yeah, like, I don't need anything working against me.
Well, I'll tell you why. There's a 35-year-old relationship expert named Jenna Hawking in Sydney, Australia. She's pitching a new dating policy. Never date a man in his 30s. Why? She says guys who are single in their 30s most likely have commitment issues, since that's the age range when most guys have settled down. This is painting with a very broad brush.
Okay, say that again. Sorry. Guys in their 30s aren't willing to settle down?
Right.
I know all my guy friends in their 30s are.
Her argument is, if you find a single guy in his 30s, run, because he's not willing to commit, because if he was, he would have done it by now. That's where it becomes okay. So she says it's better to Whoa. I just skipped.
See, everyone that thinks you are a robot?
Yeah.
There's evidence right there.
Yeah, the Illuminati needs to recharge us. So she says, listen, guys, it's really hot where we record now. So wait for September. We're going to be sharp on our game.
Right. Just wait till September, please.
Yeah, please.
Keep downloading and listening until September. And we promise we'll be better.
Couldn't have anything to do with the wine. Actually, it can't, because this is our first class.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so she says it's better to date. It's really hard to say. To date divorced. Say it.
It's really hard to date divorced men.
No, she says it's better to date divorced guys in their 40s and up. Quote, sure, divorced guys may come with some baggage, like the bitter remnants of a divorce and a couple kids, but it also means they've proven they aren't scared to commit, at least for a decent amount of time. So basically this bitch is saying, you want a guy that's already had a long-term relationship under his belt.
I wonder if this is true for women. Is the reason that men won't date me is because I'm in my 30s and I'm single, which means I don't show that I'm committed?
But you have had serious relationships.
Right, and I'm sure single man in his 30s has probably also had a serious relationship.
Well, I think of myself, right? We're in our very young 30s, but...
I actually think it says more about someone who's waited until their 30s to be single.
I think she's wrong about
right?
that. I agree.
But if you're like, instead of just rushing into marriages for the sake of getting married because of your age, that's stupid to me. So if you have waited and you are in your 30s and still single because you haven't met that one yet, then to me that shows more than...
I think so. Because basically she's saying otherwise, if everybody should have met someone and fallen in love before the age of 30, otherwise you're no good. Or you're not willing to commit,
she makes me feel like
true.
A discarded piece of rubbish.
Well, it is about men. Remember,
yeah.
It is about men. A discarded... Oh, wow.
But again, why just men? Why isn't this true for women too, I wonder?
Because I don't think straight men have the willpower to block off an entire decade of potential mates. They're not going to listen to this, whereas women might actually listen to this advice.
Women don't listen to this.
No, there's plenty of eligible 30-year-old guys.
20-year-olds too.
Oh, really?
No, I'm just joking. I don't know where that came from. I'm not into super young guys. That was really weird and creepy.
Okay, so last night I matched with a guy on Tinder who is 24 and he totally looks bro straight. Like, so instantly, I'm like, ping, interested until I saw his age. But you know what he said to me, his first message? What's up? Womp womp.
What's up? Did you answer with
no?
What's up?
I didn't answer at all yet. But I might, but I don't know. But to me, that was a sign of his age. And I didn't ever really think about that until because most guys in their mid 30s will open with something witty or something respectful, not what's up. What's up?
Sounds like you're talking to your brother.
I know, exactly. I should have sent back the ghost me. What's that?
You immediately went flaccid. You're like, this just doesn't do it. That's too straight for me.
I'll show you. I'll show you after.
That is too straight of a straight man text.
You know who he kind of looks like is our old colleague, Scotty.
Oh.
But no tattoos. All right, so should we keep it moving? Oh, now I'm into the corona section. That was quick.
Oh yeah, that thing's still going on.
Yes, and today we had very low case, 4 cases in Ottawa.
Yeah, but by the time you're listening to this, who knows?
Who knows?
Because remember, this is timely. This is timely, Jess.
Right, that's true. Who knows? We might be all dead by the time you listen to
this. Oh, please no.
Well, no, then you wouldn't be listening to this.
I hope Ottawa's back on, because this is 2 weeks from another long weekend, wasn't it? Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Well, Canada Day month.
Right.
Yeah. So there's usually one long
weekend. We did see a small spike then there, but maybe now it's going to balance out, and then we'll see what happens after the this long weekend we just had.
Yeah. I hope that's okay.
And then we'll have to wait to see what happens after Labor Day long weekend. That's the big one, because that's the last hurrah of summer where everyone runs out and gets drunk and
that's true.
Floats.
I think floats.
You know, in water.
Oh, right. I thought you meant like Pennywise. I was like, since when are you into horror movies? There's a really good horror movie on Netflix I quite enjoyed. Maybe you've seen it, called Truth or Dare.
No.
It's not too gross. You could handle it, but it's basically an evil spirit playing Truth or Dare, and if you don't play, then you die. And you can imagine the things he asks are not nice.
It's like every high schooler's nightmare.
I know.
Truth or Dare.
Oh, yeah. There's scenes where a girl has to go in the high school and blurt stuff out in the assembly, and it's very embarrassing.
Oh my gosh. So you know how I've really been into those like Latin or Portuguese, like basically for international drama series.
Okay.
There's one that was kind of like that, except for it's this person that's like willing to expose everyone in the high school's deep, darkest secrets if they don't start outing each other. And they this person manipulates them into doing all these different things.
Oh, that's good. It's very similar.
Yeah. And it's very wealthy, private school. Yeah. It's
What's
really,
that one
really
called?
good.
I
can't remember. Honestly, I wish we had a blog, because I put a list of all these foreign shows that I've watched, because it's so good.
3, 2, 1. Here comes an email from producer John.
Oh yeah.
I keep telling you to
blog. I could put directions on how we built this beautiful studio as well.
Yes, in case you'd like one of your own. How do we sound? Okay. So yes, and I think when school starts is going to be yikes.
We'll see.
I saw somewhere, where was it, in the States, or no, it was in Australia, somewhere that's already back to school, and a kid already tested positive, but they're leaving the school open. So here we go. Take a sip.
It's hard. They're kind of screwed if you do, and you're screwed if you don't. You're screwed by sending them to class. There needs to be a way to safely send them back, and might be bigger classes, but then that means more money for teachers, because you have to hire more teachers. So,
yeah. Ooh, do you know what an interesting thing some people are doing is little pods? If you don't want to send your kid back, some people organize for the neighborhood kids, 10 kids, and you go to someone's house and one of the moms is the teacher. Well, I don't know.
I would never let a Karen teach my kid.
I don't know. If it was that, or get the coronavirus, I don't know. But
I think maybe homeschooling is going to be a big thing this year.
Yeah.
Private schools, people sending their kids to smaller private schools.
But can you do sleepover private school? I don't know.
That's called boarding school?
Oh, private school. Sorry. It's hot as hell. I'm doing everything in my power not to sweat through my Paris Hilton t-shirt.
Oh my God. No, your Paris Hilton knockoff t-shirt.
Oh, it's so bad. I'm embarrassed I even wore this to Pride one year. And I was thinking I was when it was brand new, it wasn't so dumpy lumpy. Don't watch this episode on YouTube.
Please do.
Okay, so coronavirus, people who are over 6 feet tall, Johnny Novak, are twice as likely to catch
coronavirus.
By the way, that's how Cardi B says it, and that's how we like it. Yes. Oh, there's a breeze. Do you feel that? That's so nice. Tall people are more likely to catch it. The researchers say it's a sign coronavirus can build up and spread through the air, which is yet another reason to wear a mask.
We already knew that.
But higher altitudes, it likes to hang out.
Well, isn't that how air goes up?
I guess. Especially hot air. Stop talking. Yeah.
Yuck.
I heard also we may have to start wearing goggles soon, because it can get into your eyes, at the grocery store and stuff. So soon we're just going to be just give us scuba gear.
Right? Everyone gets a hazmat suit.
Seriously.
And that's how you go out. Doesn't matter the temperature or anything. Just go on out in your hazmat suit.
Can you go out in cold? Like it's heated too, hazmats? I think they are. They're like space suits.
Well, I'm sure you could wear your winter stuff underneath the hazmat.
Oh, aren't you a thinker? An Irish pub in Spain has banned Neil Diamond's Sweet Caroline during the pandemic because
Thank God.
drunk people can't resist singing along to that song.
There's a lot of drunk white girls.
Yeah.
White women.
There's the droplets.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sweet care. No one can resist. No one can resist. Insert song now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, anyways, horrible song, but you love to sing it.
People, even when you try your best, like I've been back to the gym and I know you gave me such a hard time. Oh, you'd think we were married 30 years, the text I got from this one. Why are you going to the gym? Blah, 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 blah. But here's the thing. I'm starting to agree with you, okay?
Thank you. I knew you were going to come around.
Because the employees are doing such a good job. After somebody cleans it down, they rush over and clean it again. But it's the fucking members. People are walking around without masks. These big macho guys are like walking from machine to machine, not wearing masks.
I thought you only had to wear a mask to walk in and to walk out, not when you're doing activity.
You're supposed to leave it on while you're at your machine. You can take it off, but if you're going to walk from one machine to another, you're supposed to put it back on.
Well, that's a silly rule. You really think people are going to take it on, take it off, take it on. And also, that is spreading way more germs by you putting your hands that you've just touched dirty dumbbells with. And I will say that dumbbells do not get clean no matter how much antiseptic you put on it. There's like months worth of grime into those things. I used to work at this gym. And trust me, you never cleaned the dumbbells. And how often do you clean a dumbbell? Never.
And so the day that we were texting when I was back, which was the first day they were open, some of the wheelie discs that you put on the squat, what do you call them? Like round weights.
The weights?
The round, the big round
plates?
The plates, thank you.
Okay.
It's hot as hell. So the plates were covered in dust. So I know that they didn't clean them ahead of time.
Told you.
And everybody's cleaning the bars and stuff where they touch, but is anybody really going around those big plates each time? So,
and if you're asking people to take their masks on and off, they're taking their dirty hands and they're touching their face. I would rather someone not wear a mask and not touch their face, and then just wash your hands before you leave and put your mask on before you leave. And then as you're walking out the gym, wear your mask, because those are where the areas you're going to pass people, right?
It's true.
Yeah.
And then the other thing some of the macho guys were doing that I didn't like was using multiple machines like a circuit, which I used to do. Like you bounce between two machines without cleaning them, but you're not supposed to do that now. Excuse me, I have the virus. Knock on wood, knock on wood. So I'm like, these big bros just totally not paying attention to the rules, whether they're stupid or not.
Right.
You're supposed to follow the damn rules.
And that's exactly what I said in the beginning, that people aren't going to follow these rules. You can tell people to do things, but they're not just, And then the reason that I said to you, and I said, just go get tested after you've used the gym.
I know, but it's like a 3-hour wait.
I know. But you know what? At the end of the day, like I was thinking about it because my friend, her mom has emphysema.
Yeah.
So she gets tested all the time before she goes and sees her. And she mentioned that to me because I was supposed to go play baseball. And she's like, well, I just got tested. I want to go see my mom. It's going to kind of make it void.
Well,
right. So it made me think, even though I don't have vulnerable people directly in my life.
Well, I
have you directly, and you have your mom and she has her mom. So, by proxy, I am also around vulnerable people. So
Oh great, now I'm a huge ass. Well, now you have to get tested because I'm less than 6 feet.
Well, I told you I would do it with you.
Maybe that's a fun activity. Jesse and Jenna go to the COVID test.
Gotta get shit shoved up our nose and down our back of our throat.
See who can gag less.
More exciting than my dating life.
Yeah, we might like it. We might start lining up every morning. Okay, well, here's a job for you, Jenna, if you need one. A cam porn site where dudes hire women for sexual video chats has a new program. Free, G-rated one-on-one chats between cam girls and lonely seniors.
Oh.
Isn't that cute? Who are locked down because of the pandemic and can't see their regular family or caretakers.
I think that's brilliant.
But is there really nobody else that would do it other than porny cam girls? But maybe that makes it more enticing.
They're still human.
Hey, nothing against sex work, but I'm just saying, hey, grandpa, would she fall into old habits?
Maybe like they like it that way, you know?
Like, that's what I'm saying. Maybe that gets more downloads or more subscriptions. Because I'm thinking, isn't there a convent somewhere where there's nuns that would love to do this?
You know, and when we know that they're like not going to read them a book because they're horrible at reading lines.
Doing lines, on the other hand. Hey-o, hey-o. But you're right. An old man would probably rather talk to a cam girl than a nun. I would.
Right. And I'm sure a cam girl has a whole lot of stories to tell.
Yeah.
Right? I love that. To me, that's the bridging together of two totally different demographics from two totally different times.
Yeah.
You know, that's what we need to do is we need to like unite people that are so opposite like this more often so that we understand people and have like some empathy in the world.
Well, this shows that just because you're in the porn or sex work industry, you can still be a good person.
Exactly.
And want to do nice things.
Sex work is just a job like everybody else's, you know? Legalize it and it wouldn't be as fucking shady as it is.
Yeah, I agree. And you know, yeah. Seriously, I don't think I could be a hooker. If I could pick and choose my clients, but they can't.
Yeah, you can.
Well, I guess.
If you're an escort, you can pick and choose.
I spent a lot of time around Vanier in Ottawa, and they ain't picking or choosing. So I'm just saying.
I didn't know you aspired to be a Vanier prostitute.
I don't. But desperate times. Speaking of adult entertainment, there's been a jump in the number of people using their phones as vibrators during the pandemic.
Ew.
Have you ever done this? Apps that make your phone strategically vibrate have seen a 171% increase over the past 5 months. First of all, I have a problem with that headline. What is this bullshit when things say over 100%? Like 171? That's not a thing. Isn't 100 the max?
I don't know. Maybe it's because they're doubling it, quadrupling it. The time spent.
So stupid.
I'm sorry, but that's one, very unsanitary to be using your phone as a vibrator. Also, two, like, where are you carrying your phone that you can just spontaneously vibrate?
Yeah. What?
Like in your underwear? And then again, gross. And I'm sure that's not good for fertility. To have your phone vibrating against your fucking baby makers.
That's a good point. And if you are at home using it, then why aren't you using your normal vibrator?
Just get a vibrator. Maybe it stems from, like, have you seen those ads for remote controlled vibrators for app?
Oh, yeah, like the WeVibe.
Yeah, where like...
Or not the WeVibe.
But they have these ads on Instagram where a girl will like have it on and you'll see like the guy playing the thing and she's trying not to come in public.
Woo! That's fun.
I think it would be fun, actually.
So maybe this is like the poor man's version. Honey, put your phone down your pants.
I'm just going to call you.
I won't tell you when.
You know, I feel like a pager would have been more convenient.
Do they vibrate?
Yeah, pagers vibrated.
I'm not old enough.
You don't remember them? Oh, bullshit.
I've never even seen
You don't remember them vibrate off the table?
Oh, yeah.
Or you just weren't popular. Was that it?
No, I never had one. But my grandma was a real estate agent, so I remember her always having...
I had a two-way.
How does that work?
You could also put in texts.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But then it would scroll across?
Yeah, exactly. It would scroll across.
Wow.
Amazing times. I want to go back in time so bad. Your t-shirts reminding me of 1992 and I can't handle it.
Interesting. That's when I bought it. Okay, last time.
Sometimes I feel like we just do this podcast for us. Just for our amusement.
That's how it started. This is like a glimpse into our normal conversations. Okay, a school district in Hancock County.
How could you misread cock?
It's hot. I keep saying it. A school district in Hancock County, Indiana. Yeah. Or what's the accent in Indiana?
Well, Indiana's pretty southern.
Oh, is it?
It's not considered a southern state, but they've got thick accents.
Oh, this is the one this was the school, Indiana. They brought the school back last Thursday and one kid got coronavirus. So now they're keeping the school open. So I already did that one. I didn't even know it.
Coronavirus.
I know.
Let's just keep those borders closed and keep those Americans and let us deal with our own shit, right?
I think so. You remember our former guests, Jess Solomon and Iman, the Solomons? They went back to New York City. Lord knows why. I didn't find out. But they said they got to the border and they were the only ones at the border.
Yeah, because New York, like right now, Florida and Texas, they all have way more cases than New York ever had.
Really?
Yeah.
So I guess if you're an American citizen, you can go back into, they'll take you back.
But New York has a really good governor, right? Cuomo.
Andrew, oh yeah, sexy too.
He did a good job of trying to like control it right away, even though Trump was telling him like keep everything open. He was like, no, screw this, everyone fucking lock down. So they got it got out of control before they got a handle on it. but I think they did it like a fairly good job of managing considering how big it was. And New York City, like it's big in size, but you know, like
in
an area.
Right? It's not like California.
It's so cramped. Yeah.
Do you know though, if like, let's say they wanted to come back to Canada, would they be allowed? I don't know.
I don't know if they're citizens or not.
Yeah, they are. They're dual.
Then they were allowed.
So you can come and go if you're a dual.
Yeah.
But don't, because you're going to bring the coronavirus from the States.
Right.
So
coronavirus.
Stay over there.
Coronavirus.
And send it to that orange baboon in the White House. Let's take care of him.
All right.
Okay, before we get calling for assassination of the U.S. president.
Don't take that out.
I said before we go.
Oh, okay.
I didn't call for it yet. I was just going down that path.
He's doing a pretty good job of taking care of himself.
Yeah.
Cheers!